Hello, I'm Leo Stauder here with your sports. Following a hard-fought loss to Eastern Michigan on Friday night in double overtime, the Illinois State men's basketball team will look to get back into the win column this evening. Murray State will be coming to town to face the Redbirds at 6 o'clock, and Antonio Reeves will be relied upon for the Redbirds after he was named the MVC Player of the Week following a pair of career best performances last week in competition. A Redbird volleyball star earned a conference honor for the second straight week. Outside hitter Tamara Otene was named the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Week following her performances against Valparaiso and Loyola Chicago. Otene had 45 kills over the weekend, including a career-high 27 against Loyola on Saturday. She currently sits 13th in the nation in that category. Even though the soccer season is officially over, Ashley Santos is still out earning awards. Santos was named the recipient of the MVC State Farm Good Neighbor Award. To be eligible for the award, the student-athlete must be in good academic standing and demonstrate good citizenship through good sportsmanship and significant community engagement. Santos was also named to the MVC Scholar Athlete of the Year for the second consecutive season. The Intercity High School basketball tournament is back, and two local schools went head-to-head last night. TV10's Kaylee Randall has the story.
It was a tough game between Normal Community and Central Catholic High Schools.
Every game in the Intercity is a challenge. You know, Central Catholic has a unique way that they play. U-High, our next opponent on Friday, will be a different challenge because I'm sure they'll try to slow it down and play differently against us than what Central Catholic did.
Central Catholic fought hard in the second half and attempted to block as much as they could.
We had a lot more seniors last year, so it's great for our sophomores. We dressed 7 of our 14 are sophomores, so to get them some experience, it was a great night.
But Normal Community kept fighting, with multiple baskets made, racking up 23 more points, and ultimately winning the game 62-38. For TV10 News, I'm Kaylee Randall.
The Iron will be back in action this Friday, facing U-High at 7:30. In other intercity matchups, U-High and Normal West faced off, and it was the Pioneers who took the win over the Wildcats by a score of 51-41. Bloomington was not in action, but will take on U-High tomorrow evening. And now moving things to professional hoops, we have the Chicago Bulls continuing their West Coast road trip to face the Los Angeles Lakers. It was a return to LA for former champion Alex Caruso, and the Bulls were on a parade running their way to a 121-103 victory to sweep their 2-game stand at the Staples Center. DeMar DeRozan exploded for 38 points, and former Laker Lonzo Ball knocked down 27 of his own. The Bulls will look to continue their winning ways against the Portland Trail Blazers on Thursday. Now in the NHL, we have the St. Louis Blues playing host to the Edmonton Oilers. And it was the Oilers who would get things started here in the first period this is in the second period, tied at 1. Connor McDavid finds Leon Draisaitl for a one-time goal, but the Blues were able to answer as it was tied up, or they were able to tie things up at 4 after Vladimir Tarasenko knocks this one down on the doorstep, pushing it just across the goal line. And then late in the third period, it was the Oilers who would get the game-winning goal following this Draisaitl feed to Kailer Yamamoto. The Oilers would go on to take this one 5-4. We'll finish off with Monday Night Football. It was the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Early in the first quarter, it's Matt Stafford floating a hot air balloon up in the air deep downfield, but it's Jimmy Ward who picks things off and is looking to help his team out here. Stafford trying to get things back going, and it's Ward again intercepting him. This time he has reservations for 6. The former NIU Husky had himself an evening with 2 interceptions. And another in-state product, former EIU Panther Jimmy Garoppolo also had himself quite the outing with 109 passing yards and 2 touchdowns as the 49ers would take this one 31-10 and shock the Rams. It's going to be fun to monitor this intercity basketball tournament and just see which team ends up with the bragging rights in town.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to be really eventful at the very least. Coming up, we have a quick weather